The morning of 9/11, I have a very distinct memory of the phone ringing off the hook. It was my dad. He was worried that there would be hate crimes because both myself and my mom wear headscarves.
When the attacks happened, there were images of individuals who wore turbans on the TV. A few days after 9/11, my father owns a convenience store in Fresno, and two individuals came into the store and violently attacked my father.
My major was international relations, so I'd be sitting in poli-sci classes, and an image of an Arab person would be on the board, and they would say, well, this is the face of the new enemy.
I'm a third generation Japanese American, so part of my legacy, my genealogy, is that my grandparents, my parents, uncles and aunts, cousins, they were all interned during World War II. The connection to what happened on 9/11 and the ways in which people who were perceived to be responsible for that were treated, certainly not lost on me. We determined that Arab, Middle Eastern, Muslim, and South Asian communities, AMEMSA communities, were the diaspora that was created. They were the impacted community. The Civic Engagement Fund is a fund that was created to invest in AMEMSA communities, to really build their capacity and their ability to be more fully economically and civically engaged in the U.S. When we first started trying to build and create the Civic Engagement Fund, there was very little attention, information about the communities that were impacted by 9/11, which translated into really very little philanthropic investments.
As a funder, if we were concerned about the protection of human and civil rights in that climate, we were going to have to resource and find ways to bring resources to these small and emerging organizations. And in order to do that, we were going to have to collaborate ourselves.
A lot of these organizations did not fit what my foundation conventionally funded in terms of standard 501c3 operating structures and procedures.
As the tensions would grow with the war on terror, with the Patriot Act passing, with tensions growing in the Middle East, there was a lot of discomfort in the funding community about investing in these organizations.
The Sikh Coalition is the nation's largest Sikh civil rights organization.
AROC works to really address the social, economic, and political impacts of anti-Arab racism.
CARE is the nation's largest American Muslim civil rights advocacy group.
But ultimately, when we step out, we have a very shared experience in society, and that's why it is so important that we have these spaces to challenge one another and learn from each other.
Alone, we don't have the power to do very much. But if we can demonstrate that these issues impact all Americans, then we might have a shot at making change.
The Civic Engagement Fund provided sort of a pooled risk opportunity for a lot of foundations to come together to rely on APIP's stellar staff to be able to go out and do the deeper due diligence.
The cross-learning of the organizations and the leaders was extraordinary to see. That dynamism and that synergy is unique. And I think and hope it will be replicated with other communities or this community in other parts of the country.
I'm very proud to see a number of these organizations have significantly built their capacity. The biggest thing that we've learned as a foundation is that all foundations, all philanthropy, we have blind spots. There are communities out there are populations out there. We may think we know and understand them, but we really don't.
The lesson for philanthropy is don't be afraid to take risk. Don't be afraid to engage with community. Don't be afraid that it's going to be messy and you're not going to be in control.
9/11 is a part of our history. It's a part of our collective history. Moving forward, it's a part of our future to keep building the best communities that we can.